My name is Mickey Chhabra. I'm the head of education for Sirus Migration, Australia, and the subcontinent, namely talking about Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, and Pakistan. So, students from any other countries more than happy to contact us, and we will be happy to take your cases on ad hoc basis. Today, I would like to thank first of all to all our participants at the Education Expo who joined us in Colombo. It was a great success, and thank you very much for coming, and I hope you got a lot of good information from all the university reps who were there, and you were able to have a great information session from that expo, and you were able to plan your future ahead with Cirrus Migration and all our partners. Thanks to all our partners as well who joined us all the way from Australia to come to Sri Lanka, and made it a huge success, be a part of that event. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, the YouTube channel, please do so by clicking on the link below, so you don't miss out on any future updates, because we give regular migration updates as well every week. So hopefully Isuru Yapa will be live again tomorrow, or Ashani will give you more updates on migration news that is happening in Australia, so you can keep yourself updated and plan your future if you wish to migrate to Australia for temporary study purposes, visitor purpose, or maybe permanent visas. This week we've had about 3 grants, I think, Mario. Yeah, so student visas granted. Congratulations to our students all over the world who've had their visas granted from Cirrus Migration. The immigration department is starting to pick up a little bit now, so that we can see a lot of visas being granted more often. So the most recent one we had was in less than 10 days. I think it was 8 days the visa was granted. So if you have a visa ready application, I've seen the scenario that it does not take very long to get an assessment done and get a grant. In case they look deep into your finances, yes, it might take up to 3 to 4 months for the visa outcome to be given by the Department of Immigration. But if everything looks okay, your visa application is good, your university ranking is good, and everything is sorted, all the documents are there, the medical has been done, biometric has been done, it's not taking so long to get a visa grant. Okay, so today, before we move on to our topic of the day, which is changing your course in Australia, I'll like to discuss about the current with IHM, where you can enroll into a Bachelor's of Social Work with less initial deposit, and the English requirement for this course is only overall 7 with no less than 6 in each. So overall should be 7, so 1 or 2 modules could be 6.5 or 6, so they'll still look at your application. And there's also a Diploma of Nursing course available in Melbourne now, which has recently been introduced by Signet Institute. The course starts July 4th and September 5th, and please feel free to contact us on the numbers given below in this promotion. So we'll be more than happy to get in touch with you and do an assessment of your current scenario, if you are eligible for this course or not. Just remember, it requires 7 in each in IELTS for you to enroll for a Diploma of Nursing or a Bachelor or Masters of Nursing. Feel free to get in touch with us on any of the numbers or social media means or email address given below, and we'll be more than happy to get in touch with you or discuss your scenario before we can do an assessment of what course you can do. Alright guys, so the thumb rule everybody knows about changing the course in Australia. So recently there's a lot of students who have actually traveled to Australia for the first time. Their visa has been granted. First of all, congratulations to all those student visa holders who've just recently moved to Australia. I know life is hard, it's difficult, and we're always looking for options, cheaper options, or maybe a PR pathway when you're already here in Australia. So I've been getting a lot of calls, I've been doing a lot of consultations with these new clients, new students who have recently moved to Australia, but there are different scenarios and different cases, and The thumb rule of the 6-month rule that everybody knows, that you cannot change your university for 6 months. So this 6 months is actually not your academic 6 months calendar. Okay, so 6 months means this date 6 months on the calendar from the day your COE first started. So you can change your course 6 months from the date of the COE. It does not have to be a semester or 2 trimesters. If you are in a trimester systems, usually the universities will put you into a trimester system where your first trimester is 4 months, and then you get 2 weeks break, and the next trimester is 4 months. So that takes about 9 months before you can change your course. But what it means is you could look at different options when you end of your first trimester. There might be a course option available with another university which is starting in the 7th month or the 8th month of your end of the COE that you're currently in. Let's say, for example, if somebody came here in February 2022 and practically their 6 months finishes in 6 plus 2, which is 8, so August 2022. So you might want to look at an option of a September intake for your next COE to start with another university. So currently we're sitting in June. You could still apply for another university to give you an offer letter and give you a COE for September. So you have your COE in hand, then you can make a decision of what you want to do with your current course or the current university that you're studying in. I wouldn't suggest you to go against the books, against the law, which says that you cannot change within 6 months. Of course not. But depending on your circumstances, you could also request your university to let go of you, give you a release so you can move to another university. But you have to provide evidence of your compelling and compassionate circumstances why you wish to change your course. Is there a reason? Is that there a geographic reason that the place you are staying at is not comfortable enough for you? You could not find accommodation, or there are other reasons which are more motivating for you to move your state or the city that you are in, and the university does not provide the same course or education in that other state or city you want to move to. Or maybe the course that you came into is absolutely something that you did not expect, or this is not something was the core subject matter of the course that you chose, and it's different to your pathway. You might look at options within the university to change your course as well. So if you're changing the course within the university, it's a lot easier. You could do that practically within weeks and talk to your student support officer about changing your course. But if you're looking to change your states and the university does not offer the same program in another state, then you might want to look at your options, get in contact with us or maybe your local agent there, and maybe they will be able to find you a solution for changing your course. Now, what are the options here when we talk about a permanent pathway? A lot of students say that, okay, sir, I have come into this course of MBA or MPA. I've heard that, it does not lead to a permanent visa pathway. I want to look at other options that I can take, which could lead to a permanent visa in the shortage list of that state or territory that you are in Australia. So an alternate option would be, if you're not able to change the university and you've already paid the fees and they won't give you a release to go to another course, and you've tried all the avenues and you've come to a dead end. So you could be looking at an alternate option of doing another course concurrently on your student visa. So if you are here on a student visa and you want to look at options of permanent pathways with a diploma course, for example, you could be looking at adding another COE, a short course, which does not have to be a full 2-year course. I'll I'll put it in an example for you. Is if you are doing a master's of business and you want to take a commercial cookery course to become a chef, you could do the chef course in about 1 year instead of 2 years, along with your master's of business. So you prepare yourself for another occupation and another option for your long-term permanent visa pathways. That's called a concurrent COE or a parallel COE, a lot of people call it as well. So you can have two parallel courses where you could be studying a master's and also studying a diploma course at the same time to prepare yourself for the shortest list courses. Chef is just an example, but there are heaps of other courses that you could do. Example, tiling, carpentry, automotive, telecommunication, civil draft person, and the list goes on and on and on. So get in contact with us and we'll be more than happy to discuss this with you as well. Now, those students who are actually changing their course from a master's or a bachelor's and downgrading themselves to a diploma course, we've seen in the recent past that a lot of student visas were granted in 2021 and they've just moved to Australia in 2022. You must look at your visa expiry date before you make this decision, so which is very important. If your visa is expiring in 2023 and you are downgrading and expecting to lodge another visa application at the end of your visa expiry, it becomes very tough and difficult. You might want to look at those circumstances at a later stage down the track, that you should be able to complete at least 51% of your course to show course progress in your new course when you are putting a new visa application for the immigration officer to look at your genuine ability, your genuine intentions, and also keep all evidence from now till then which made you change that course. So if you're applying for the visa at the end of the visa expiry time, so you got to be very, very careful. This is a tricky situation you don't want to land up in and have a visa refusal after 2.5 years in Australia, and you realize that all the money that you spend in Australia has actually gone to a waste and you can't even apply for a 485 visa. So it's very important to get advice from a experienced consultant or a migration officer to help you guide through this process and be aware. You should be aware of the circumstances that you can land up in at the end of the term if you are downgrading too fast. As soon as you come to Australia and you are in a master's course and somebody told you, oh, you can downgrade into a diploma course, you can just take a COE and go in there, nothing's gonna happen. No, that's not true, that nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna come back to you when your visa is expiring. If your visa is expiring next year and you recently changed your course, you won't be able to finish your course in time, and then when your visa is expired, you will have to go back to the Department of Immigration to give you an extension of the visa, and that's when they're going to realize, oh wow, you came into a master's course and last 1 year you haven't been studying that and you have already got downgraded to a diploma without permission from the department. Why should I give you this visa now? So be careful in that sense, and try to get a consultation from a professional to see what is the situation that you can land up in and what are the alternate options that you have. Those who have already completed the 6 months or at the end of the completion of 6 months, it's always a good idea to look into different options now rather than later, because there are some courses in Australia which are in high demand. Like example is nursing courses. So nursing courses, there's graduate entry available for 2 years, graduate entry at QUT for July intake. If you are not ready to go for a July intake because you have not completed your first 6 months, there's another alternate option which is Master of Nursing Practice available in February 2023. And this is the same course as the graduate entry pretty much and leads to a registered nurse, and you can start it in February 2023 with QUT. It's a 2-year course. Or you could start in October with University of New England, which is another graduate entry program of nursing for 2 years. Other alternate options are like Master of Social Work, Masters of Teaching, Masters of Construction Practice, which also visa pathway, and these courses can be availed in October and February as well. So rest assured, there's a lot of courses excuse me, which are available in October and September intake as well as November intake, which you can take if you've not already completed your 6 months. So you can actually, you are able to change your course now and wait. You can fill up your gap if let's say your 6 months completes in August and your next intake is available in October or November. You can fill up your gap with an English course in the middle, or maybe a small certificate level course that you can add up before your next full session starts, your summer session starts. So if you're getting a big gap, we can always cover it up with another short course. So guys, if you have any questions regarding your change of course in Australia, diploma courses, certificate level courses, bachelor's, master's, any other course that you would like to inquire about and want to know what circumstance you are in and what could be the effect of changing these courses from one AQF level to another AQF level, we're more than happy to sit down with you and have a consultation over Zoom or WhatsApp or over the phone, or even face to face if you are in Brisbane or Melbourne or in Sri Lanka or in Nepal. Your family members can contact us if they have any questions. We usually do a Zoom meeting with you and your family members so we can discuss all together, get you more information about the course change scenarios and how you can avoid penalties and staying within the law. Students who have come to Australia on a visitor visa and have planned to go change their visa to a study visa, it's nothing to be ashamed or hiding the fact that you want to change your visa. Of course, there could be change of circumstances where you came to Australia and you realize that all your friends here are still studying at a higher age than what you are at, and you want to enhance your career as well. So if you are one of them who wants to upskill their education or their work experience for betterment of the job, or maybe even for a permanent visa in Australia because you like the country when you come here and you see a future in this country and you see you got better career prospects in this country and you want to stay here, well, you're more than welcome. Give us a call and we'll look at your scenario and we'll see if we can match a suitable course option for you where you can study. And remember, relevance is very important in this case when you're coming on a tourist visa, a visitor visa, and trying to change your course excuse me, to a study visa. You must provide genuine intentions why you are planning to do that. What happened suddenly when you first left your home country? You came here for a short-term visit or a short-term stay, and now suddenly you've decided that you want to change your visa to a study visa. So relevance is very important. A genuine story is very important for your visa grant. Okay, English and the level of college or university you're going to or the country that you're coming from is not that important as the relevance of your study in Australia is. You could even get a refusal although you are already here in Australia. Don't take it for granted that if I have come here on a visitor visa, I can just transfer my visa into a study visa and I will definitely get a positive outcome. We have not seen many positive outcomes as yet because there has not been many grants from visitor to a study visa, but they will come for sure. But you have to make up your story and your genuine temporary entrant, which is what we call a GTE, a very strong GTE, why you intend to change your visa from a visitor visa to a study visa. And there's a lot of things that we need to look at in those scenarios. It's not as easy as ABC or 1, 2, 3. You have to put things together and explain to the department why you wish to do that, as I can't stress furthermore on this. So it takes a lot of time and effort to actually transfer a visitor visa to a study visa. But if you are interested, we are always here to help you. So you're welcome to comment in the comment box below, or give us a call, or contact us via email or WhatsApp, or even through our website. Check our reviews on Google, check our reviews on Facebook, and see the visa success that we have had for visitor visas to study visas, or study visas direct from offshore. There might be an alternate option where you could actually apply for a university, get your enrollment done here, and then go back to your home country, and we can apply for a study visa from offshore. It's not too bad an idea. So guys, thank you very much for your time and listening to my video every week, every now and then, I must say. So if you have any questions and you would like to discuss your live scenario with myself or with my team at Sirus Migration, you're more than welcome to give us a call or contact us through our social media pages, or directly by calling us on the numbers given below, and we'll be more than happy to get in contact with you and help you out with your scenario. Good luck with your future if you're already here in Australia, or if you have applied for a student visa and you're waiting for your visa. I know it's been taking a lot of time recently, but nevertheless, things are gonna get normal very soon. So hopefully the department will start processing applications faster, and will start to get more and more positive outcomes. So if you have any questions, please feel free. I've got a question I'd like to answer that before I wind up this session today. So Niranjan Fernando is asked a question here where he's saying, is a 37-year-old MBA graduate and he's had refusals of Canada and other countries before. Can he apply for a study visa to Australia? So of course, nothing is stopping you to apply for a study visa to Australia, even though you've had a refusal from another country. But you have to show the change in circumstances. Why do you think your study visa to Australia should be granted? Never deny the fact that you have been refused a visa for another country, because the Department of Immigration in Australia has means to find out, especially if you've done your biometrics with that country while applying for the visa. So the biometrics can give us enough information about all the visas that have been refused in different countries that you've applied for. Other than that, if a university in Australia is willing to accept you and enroll you into the academic program in any course in Australia, why not? We'll give it a try, and we'll try to get you the best outcome. But don't be too saddened by the fact that if you get another refusal here, what's gonna happen in the future. So it's life. Sometimes you get heads, sometimes you get tails, and we gotta live with either one of them. So I wish you a happy week ahead, and hopefully I'll see you again next week. Till the time, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching this video once again. Thank you guys.